Namaste guys, in this video I am going to teach you how to make this robot grip mechanism in SolidWorks. So let's start. First of all, go here, click on assembly, click OK. After that, what you need to do is go to your toolbox, click on it, click on add in now, click on NSI metric, click on power transmission, click on gears. Now import this rack. Okay, make sure that the module is 2, pressure angle is 20, phase width is 12, and total length is 323 point whatever you can say 325. Click OK. Now close this. Select this phase, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8. After that, click on convert entities. Uh, as you can see, the black line is already we got. Now what you need to do is press Ctrl A, press Ctrl C to copy the sketch. After that, click on File, New, Part, OK. Select the front plane, click on Sketch, press Ctrl plus V. After that, uh, go here, Mirror Entities, move downwards. Click Mirror About, select this line, click OK. Now go to Features, Extrude it. OK. Extrusion is 10 mm. Click OK. So if I click on this face, click on Sketch, press Ctrl plus 8. You need to draw some lines as I'm showing. Same here as well. So these lines are 2.5 mm. Similarly here 2.5 mm and draw a line like this. Draw a center line. So just remember that this distance is 10 mm. Okay. A question has in mind. Why I make this sketch when I simply can import it? The reason is that if I use or save this or do any kind of modification on this library part, it will mess up my whole library. So I don't want to mess up my whole library. That is the reason I save this. I create a new part from this sketch. Okay. So click OK, exit the sketch and right click on it, delete. Remember, I don't want to do any kind of modification in this part. That is the reason I'm not going to use it, because I'm going to, save it this file later onwards. That is the reason I'm create a sketch. Okay. Now, similarly, select the spur gear. Make sure that the module is 2, number of teeth is 12, and pressure angle is 20, face width is let's say 10, and click OK. Select this face, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8 for normal skin to the view, click on convert entities, press Ctrl A, oh sorry, before we do it, select this edge as well, click on convert entities. After that, press Ctrl plus A, press Ctrl plus C, yes. Now go to File, Part, click OK. Select the front plane, click on Sketch, press Ctrl plus V, go to Features, Extrude, 10 mm, click OK. So we have made our gear as well. Now we are going to do some little modification here. So select this face, click on Sketch, press Ctrl plus 8. Um, Escape. Now select this circle and select this. As you can see, tangent relation is already there. So that's what I want to create it. So, but it's already there, so I don't need to give any kind of relation. Give it a dimensions as per your requirement. Let's say 35, and this one is 50. Now click on trim entities, trim these. Uh, Now one more, escape. Now go to features, extrude it, select this face and this face, and this one as well. Click on reverse direction, click OK. So we have make this. Now press Ctrl S, name it as grip. The first part will be saved as, first exit the sketch. Ctrl S, name it as rack. Now click on here, click on assembly, click OK. Import these two by pressing Ctrl. Uh, I have to make one more part on which basically they are both going to attach. So let's make that one first. So click on file, part, OK. So select the front top plane, click on sketch, escape. Okay, select the front plane, click on sketch, front plane, sketch, and escape. 50 mm, 150. Go to features, extrude it, mid plane, click OK. Select this face, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8. Draw the center line first. Draw a circle here. This one is going to be 10 plus 2, 6 or 12. Yes. Uh, 22, 10 mm. Click on mirror entities. Sorry. Select this and click OK. Click on extrude cut. Click OK. Remember that I might going to change the dimensions, so it is not the final dimension. Now select this face, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8, select center rectangle, it says 32, 11, select this point and this point, make it vertical, select these two lines, make it 13 mm, features extrude cut, OK, press Ctrl S, base, name it as base. Now go to your assembly, import this one as well. Now first what I have to do is select this face, click on mate, select the top plane, mate it. After that select the front plane of this base and mate it with the front plane of that. Okay, now select this face and this face, uh, click on distance, let's give it a distance of uh, 3.5 mm. click OK. After that, go to rack. As you can see, rack center is not in the middle. So what we can do is simply go to this part and click on plane, select this line, make it perpendicular. Okay, sorry. Or select this just two surfaces, this surface and this surface. It will create a sketch exactly in the middle of it. Okay, and that is what we want. Name it as double click on it, name it as mate plane. Now go to your assembly. Sorry for the unwanted noise, I can't do anything for that, really sorry. Now click on mates, click on mate plane, select the front plane, click on sketch. As you can see, if I try to move this part, a pop-up showing the component is fixed, it cannot be moved. So to move this component, simply right click on it, click on float. Now go to mates, select this face, select this face, click OK. Select this face and this face, click OK. Select this face, oh sorry, select this face, press Ctrl plus 8. Now move the rack, not the pinion. Remember, you have to move the crank. Sorry, rack. You have to move the rack. Sorry for my misunderstanding. Now go to mirror components. Select the front plane. Select this part. Click OK. As you can see, the grips are not totally, joining with each other. So what we can do is first save the assembly. Control S. Save all. Grip. Now select this part. Click on edit components. Okay. I'm just going to do some tricks to make it work. So let's see what I'm going to do. Select this face, click on sketch. '22. Same here. It features extrude, reverse direction, click OK. As you can see, it created on both sides. Okay. Now exit the edit component mode. Now the other thing left is how to rotate this rack and pinion. So what you need to do is click on mates, click on mechanical mates, click on gear. So rack and pinion, sorry. So here the rack is this one and the pinion is this one, and here pin diameter is 12 mm. Namaste guys, in this course you are going to learn about SolidWorks. In the first chapter you are going to learn about basics of animations like explode view, as you can see now, and you will learn about how to change color and appearances animation, how to make mechanism. Here as you can see a offset crank mechanism, how to make a 4-bar mechanism and analyze its trace path, okay, and how to make it more correct. We will also plot various kinds of things like acceleration, velocities and other parameters in a 4-bar mechanism. While analyzing, we will calculate how much torque or energy required in a certain mechanism in SolidWorks motion analysis. After all this, we will learn event-based motion analysis that is very important in real life for making animations of robots and machines. You will also learn what are the different ways to animate, and everything is covered in this course. I don't know why it just rotate from its main position, but it will create error for us. Let's try again. Mechanical rack and pinion, 12 mm. First, here you can see rack. You need to select the rack edge. After that, select your pinion. Okay, this one is basically 12 mm. So let's see what we can do. What we can do is select this gear, click on edit components, select the front plane of it, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8, draw a circle here, give it a diameter of 24 mm, click OK, exit the sketch, exit the edit assembly component mode. Don't worry, when I will do animation, this circle will be gone. I will show you how. Now go to the mates, mechanical, rack and pinion. First select the rack, after that select this. Okay, now click OK. Now if I try to move it, you can see it's working now. Now I need to define some mates, so that as you can see they are interfering with each other. I don't want that they interfere with each other, so press Ctrl Z. So what we can do is we can define some mates distance. So click on mate and go to advanced mates, standard mates, advanced mates, I guess. Yes, advanced mates. So select this face and this face. Okay. Okay. The reason what I was trying to do is I just want to give the distance from here to here. So as you can see, mates is showing problem. So we will use some indirect approach. I am very good at indirect approach instead of direct approach. So sorry for that. So measure the distance. It is 153.25. Now delete this line. 153.25. Okay, remember it. Now go to assembly, mates, advanced. Select this face and this face. Enter the value of 153.25. Okay, and the minimum distance is, let's say, 50 mm. It's up to you again. Click OK. So what will going to happen is now, okay, I have done a mistake. Actually, the minimum distance should be 153.25, and the maximum you can say 200 or whatever. Click OK. So select first thing you need to right click on this base, click on fix. Now if you try to do the animation, you can see now I have to do one more thing about this, so that it doesn't interfere with it. So what we can do is go to evaluate, measure, again a known standard method. So check out the dimension of black line, 188.14. So right click on it here, edit. The best part of watching this one is that you can see what kind of mistakes I do. and they are the best things, that you learn from it. So yeah, it's a good thing. So you can see I make a hand gripper mechanism. Now we have done that much. Now let's give some color. And here you can see these lines. So how to remove these lines without deleting it? Simply go to the eye, click on sketch, and boom, all lines are gone. So now let's give them some colors. So click here, click on rack, give it a color as per your requirement. Let's say this one. Now select this one and give it a color. Just I'm very bad at giving coloring, so if anybody don't like it, sorry for that. I guess pink one looks good. This one is also look good. Now do some little modifications. So now it this one also look good. So select this one, click on assembly, edit design, select this face, click on sketch, press Ctrl plus 8. First draw a line like this. This is called center line. Because I'm going to use mirror command, just be a lazy person. Now click on mirror entities, select these lines, click on mirror boards like this, click OK, click on features, click on extrude cut through all, exit the sketch. So you can see I have made it. Now let's do some animation stuff. So go to the motion study, select this face by pressing Ctrl plus 8. So what you can do is, this is the first position. Now go to 6 seconds, move it forward like this. Okay, now go here, increase the FPS to 30. You can increase or decrease the FPS as per your requirement. Now click on play, calculate basically, sorry. Nothing is happening. Okay, I guess I have to go to, what I can do is basically, instead of using these keyframe, select this, delete, I use motor, select this, click on reverse direction, click on distance 90 degree, starting at 0, ending at 5 seconds, click OK. Now click on calculate. You can even go to the 180 degree if you want. Click OK, calculate. Right click on it, click on edit feature. So yeah, that's all. So I hope you guys learned something from this video, and you can see something odd thing. For example, this sketch, going that way. So select this, edit components, model, select sketch, delete it, delete it, exit the sketch, exit, click on calculate. Now you see it's now correct now, and it's working. And if you have any kind of doubts and queries, make sure that you ask in comments. Thanks for watching and have a great day.